11 Alive News at 11 p.m. starts now.
I know, Lord, that you are in charge and that you are here with us and that you will make this right.
Tonight, a community is in shock and searching for answers over why Eleanor Bowles was brutally murdered. Her body was discovered more than 24 hours ago, and as we come on the air tonight, Atlanta police are asking for help in tracking down someone they're only describing as a person of interest. All of this happening at a home in the West Paces Ferry neighborhood in northwest Atlanta. The home is very close to where the Paces Ferry Road connects with I-75. The scene was active from the time officers arrived just before 6 last night throughout much of the overnight into this morning. Atlanta police shared these still shots taken from surveillance video. It shows a person of interest authorities are trying to identify. At a press conference Sunday, APD stated that Bowles came upon the suspect attempting to steal her Lexus SUV. The car was recovered by police Saturday night in DeKalb County.
This is terrible. I was here a couple of weeks ago, so we talk about the holidays. This is not a way that a family should have to spend their holiday season mourning and grieving a death of a loved one.
Hours ago, a vigil was held to remember Bowles outside of her Paces Terrace home. Dozens of community members showed up in support and to push for change. Our Paula Suro was there and she joins us live. And Paula, there was really an outpouring of support there.
Absolutely. And you know, Caitlin, you know how they say that you are who you surround yourself with. It could not be more true for Bowles. I mean, you know, she told a little bit about herself, and they also said, you know, her sons, granddaughters, friends, even her garden club colleagues were there tonight, and they were all finding comfort together during a time of pain, anger, and confusion.
That saved a wretch like me.
In a sea of lights,
I once was lost.
Dozens gathered to honor the one that still shines brightest to them.
Mom was the North Star in my world. She was a beautiful soul, and she taught me how to approach the world with empathy.
Everyone embracing the things that made Eleanor Bowles so special.
She was just a wonderful, kind, generous woman.
A woman who loved animals and was treasurer of Atlanta's Poppy Garden Club for years.
She just was a fantastic friend to us all and devoted to our club, and we love her very, very much.
A woman who certainly did not seem 77 years old.
She was the most young person that I even think I know. I was shocked to see her age in the media because I would have put her at least 10 years, maybe less.
But today, she's a woman sparking change.
I'm committed to getting the word out about this outrageous tragedy. And I want everyone to understand that none of us are really safe. And if this could happen to Mom, it can happen to anyone.
Her son Michael speaking outside of his mother's home where he found her Saturday.
I was on my way to visit her for the holidays and got to her just a few hours too late. Finding her like that is something that will be with me forever.
She was here to be safe. The gated community, she had divorced many years ago, and she felt truly safe here.
Everyone embracing Eleanor's legacy, making sure her bright light doesn't stop shining despite the pain.
This last 24 hours has just been a bit of a blur, complete range of emotions. Grief, of course, shock, anger. But you know, our world was really turned upside down. And really for no good reason, just a truly senseless act.
And something else that was simply incredible to me was that it had really been raining all night, nonstop, and the rain simply stopped minutes before the vigil was set to happen, Caitlin.
It's incredible, Paula. Is there anything that the community can do right now to try and help?
Absolutely. You know, there is a GoFundMe page up right now. It has raised close to $18,000 in 8 hours. And all the money is going to the Atlanta Humane Society because, again, she loved animals so much. I even asked her friends what other hobbies she had other than gardening, and they told me it was spending time with her golden retriever. That was her favorite hobby. So if you'd like to donate, we have that link on 11alive.com.
Thanks, Paula.
Yeah.
Tragic story. For more on this story, you can head to our website, 11alive.com.
Cloud cover as well as fog lingers across North Georgia, but rainfall is on its way out. We've only got a few very spotty showers left across portions of Heard and Coweta County, where some light rainfall is still ongoing, but most of the rain is now down towards our south. What we do have, however, is fog that is really lingering, and that will lead to a light mist or a light drizzle. Rainfall chances, however, those are going out of the way. We've got about a 10% chance for an isolated shower still through the overnight hours, even into early tomorrow morning. So we may still see a couple spotty areas of drizzle, but nothing like what we saw throughout the day today. The fog, though, may be a little hazardous for those of you getting out on the road either late tonight or early tomorrow morning. In many spots, we're down to about a quarter mile of visibility through Atlanta, Canton, as well as up towards Gainesville. And this fog has been spreading and will continue to spread through the overnight hours as that rainfall diminishes. This is our current view over downtown Atlanta. We could see a brief little glimpse of the skyline just a hour ago, but now we've got absolutely nothing. Temperatures are really mild right now. We're at 52 degrees. We'll continue cooling and we'll watch as that fog expands, likely most widespread east of Atlanta. The fog is going to make for a dreary start to your Monday, but we may manage to bring back the sunshine at least for a little bit. I'll have that forecast coming up.
Thanks, Nicole. Other news headlines for you tonight. Multiple nurses at Emory University Hospital Midtown have been let go after a viral TikTok video surfaced of them criticizing labor and delivery patients. In the video, several nurses are seen talking about labor and delivery icks, where they take turns mocking patients and complaining about what annoys each of them most about different expecting mothers at the hospital. Emory released a statement this weekend on their Facebook page saying that they're aware of the video, calling the comments, quote, disrespectful and unprofessional. You can read Emory's full statement right now at 11alive.com. A man was chased down and shot to death while walking down Candler Road in Decatur this morning. The call came just after 8 a.m. just north of the interchange with I-20. Once officers arrived, they found a 43-year-old man had been killed. An initial investigation found that victim was walking down Candler Road when someone, quote, chased him down and shot him multiple times before getting away. Police have not yet told us if they have a suspect in this case. This past Friday, Jim Ellis, founder of Jim Ellis Automotive, died at his Duluth home at the age of 90. Now later this week, those who knew one of the more well-known names in Metro Atlanta will be able to pay their respects. Visitation will be on Tuesday at the Crowell Brothers Funeral Home in Peachtree Corners. Family will gather from 2 to 4 p.m. and then again from 6 to 8. The funeral will be held at Johns Creek Baptist Church on McGinnis Ferry Road in Alpharetta. The service is set for Wednesday at 11 a.m. That will be followed by a burial at Peachtree Memorial Park in Peachtree Corners. Tonight, CDC Director Rochelle Walensky is urging people to get vaccinated as influenza deaths and cases soar across the country. This comes as health providers continue to fight both COVID and RSV amidst what's been dubbed the triple-demic. 11 Alive's Brittany Klein-Peter spoke with the director today and has the very latest.
The director says while the CDC continues to monitor RSV and COVID cases, the pace at which people are catching the flu is alarming, considering just how early on we are into the flu season.
It's obviously very concerning, and cases of influenza are not coming down yet, so we're still in the rise.
CDC Director Rochelle Walensky made a stop at the Atlanta Food Bank Sunday to help pack boxes ahead of the holidays. The visit comes as 47 states, including Georgia, are now experiencing high or very high respiratory virus activity. While the spread of RSV appears to be slowing, COVID cases are still rising and flu cases are breaking records.
And we are seeing now rates of influenza that are higher than we've seen in a decade at this time of year.
The CDC estimates that so far this flu season, there have been at least 13 million cases and 7,300 deaths. The last flu season saw 9 million illnesses and 5,000 deaths in its entirety. Numbers that the CDC director admits are unnerving, but says it's too early to tell whether this flu season will outpace the rest.
Right now, time will tell. We don't know the answer to that question, but we are seeing a lot of flu activity.
The spike in flu comes as many parts of the country experience shortages of Tamiflu and other flu-related medications. Dr. Walensky says the CDC and the FDA are working closely with manufacturers to try to remedy medication shortages, but says the best thing people can do is to get vaccinated.
Right now, only 20% of age-eligible Georgians have the influenza vaccine, according to the Department of Health. The CDC director says it does take about 2 weeks to be fully effective, and that's why she's urging people to get it now before they gather for the holidays.
Thanks, Britt. Taking a look outside, woo, it is murky across Metro Atlanta. Even as we look out from our station toward downtown, Midtown, you can't see anything. Nicole's in next to tell us how long we're going to be stuck in this fog.